Greetings everyone, I am the bedroom commentator. Today we're continuing with technical Minecraft. Oh yeah. So this thing finally ran out of steam. Its head's just gone halfway dead, it's got plenty of gravel, running low on rails, although there's plenty of that to go around. I'll just pick up what it used before. But it's ran out of fuel. And I've been following it, and it was a good idea. I managed to pull out quite a substantial amount of diamond. And I did it without using EE, and you all know my disposition on using EE to gather diamonds. I guess the thing with EE, I don't want to sound hypocritical about using it because I will use it every now and then. I think if you've paid fairly in a way that you're using resources to get other resources, then I guess it's acceptable in my opinion. Well, if you've got oh, excuse me. If you have, say, an infinite cobblestone generator and they are making you diamonds, then I see it as cheating, if you're getting it for free. So, I mean, one of the ideas is just to use block breakers to gather up, like cobblestone at a very vast rate and have them turn into diamonds and that stuff. I would never do that. That is what I think is cheating, when you mass produce one thing to get another, if you know what I mean. When it's free, if it's free, it's just cheating in my opinion. But there are some ores. I'm not going to mine them out just yet because I'm going to do all the mining off camera and that stuff. Let me just switch to creative so I can fly down the tunnel. This is a very large tunnel. But yes, it ran out of fuel, and this is good because look at all this resource. Like I said, I don't like cheating. I'll only ever use EE for particular items such as certain blocks and stuff. Is that diamond? No, there's no diamond. I have found a couple of diamonds down here, by the way, and it's still got more to explore. We found quite an open cavern. Some mobs and stuff in. I believe I got about somewhere like 12 diamonds. Actually, I should light this up a bit better. Oh, I shouldn't do that because that is a cheat tunnel. Well, now I'm destroying the land. Let me just place a torch. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, we dug out quite a large area. Let me throw away some torches since they're cheaty torches. I hate cheating. But yeah, it dug a huge distance. And that look at all this resources. I could go mining for days. Although I didn't find too much diamond. I said substantial. It's just substantial in my case where I'm not finding any diamonds at all. Well, just bear with me. We will have diamonds eventually, and one thing I'm planning on doing is digging up this track and then making it go one level lower. The problem is it stops if it reaches lava and stuff. That's why I did it on this layer. Some people may notice it's layer 16 and 15. Well, that's where diamond starts, but that's the upper layer of diamond. 12. Layer 12 is the best one to find diamonds at. But I didn't want it to run into lava because then it stopped, so I actually went above because I figured I could dig downwards if I find a cave and stuff, and that it did put there. I guess that's the sun I'm seeing, and it did find a cave, so we're good for that. And I'm using creative. It was just a very long tunnel, you don't want to see me run down it. Anyway, I found out that coal coke is actually a really good, I can't get out, coal coke is a very good fuel for it. So I turned off the coal coke pumps, and the only one that was running at the time was this one. So we have actually got plenty of coal coke now. I'm still getting creosote though. Let me go sleep so it doesn't get killed by the mobs. And yeah, there we go. I also took the refined iron that we did make out and the iron ingots that hadn't been converted yet. And I'll explain that in a minute. So, talking about EE, now, I don't hate using it because I understand that there is no way in Tekkit that you'd be mining for hours to get everything you need, basically. Okay? You would. I recommend using EE, but in my personal opinion, I don't agree with cheating the items. I'm not going to build an infinite cobblestone generator and make diamonds from it. That's not fair. I didn't put any effort into that, or resources. But anyway, this thing is a energy condenser. How this works is, for example, I want an arrow, I can put an arrow up there and start dropping wood in and stuff like that. And I can get items from it. It works just the same as a transmutation tablet thing what I had before, but it's more convenient because I can put anything in there. As you know, for example, say if I wanted to make wood from cobblestone, well that's easy because they was of similar value. But say I want to make, I don't know, this lapis lazuli block, I couldn't really do that. Actually, I need this up to show you how I made it, because you'd have to put the stone in, make wood, put the wood in, make something else, and keep converting on. Well, this way you don't have to do that. It just creates energy. So, it's a very convenient way of doing it. Now, how you make this is... there it is. Energy condenser. It requires 4 diamonds, 4 obsidian, which we had plenty of. The diamonds I got from mining. And a alchemical chest. Now, I showed you how to create an alchemical chest before. If you don't remember, then you can watch my previous episodes, or you could just use this. It's the same chest as I made here. Just make another one of these and surround it by diamonds and obsidian. In a minute we have 18 diamonds. And I will stress, none of these was created through EE. Now, the thing is, I could make diamonds from my resources. If I was going to create anything, I will use this stuff, what I have in my chest. Any valuable ores, or stone. Obviously the tunnel bore generated a heap of stone. I'm fine with using stone to create stuff, because I earned it. But like I said, infinite cobblestone generators are a no. That sort of stuff. I think I've made my point on that. I don't want to dwindle on it too long, I don't want to like bore you guys. Just repeating myself. But I've added a sign to a board. Yes, I have a lot of signs, but this one is very important. Crops. I have a better understanding, and crossbreeding, I'll put plus, I'll explain in just a second. I've now altered this one to be, I've disconnected it from the future plan of crossbreeding. This one's not a crossbreeding thing, this is just to grow, you know, various crops that I've created. This is to mass produce certain crops I've made. Now, you wonder why the bat box is there. I created a crop analyzer, and I think I got kind of ahead of myself off camera doing stuff. I noticed the crops had grown, and I actually found a crop that gave me a redstone. 1 redstone, and that's when I thought, oh, crossbreeding must be doing something. I have to get on this, and sorry, but I started doing quite a bit off camera. As you can see, I made the energy condenser and crop analyzer. But the crop analyzer is easy to make. 1 glass, 4 redstone, an electronic circuit, and 2 copper cables. There you go. It was actually very simple to make. I should have just made one in the first place. Now what the crop analyzer does, it will tell you what things are. For example, if I right click this, that is wheat. If I right click this, that is cocoa. And I'll get onto what the GRGARE thing is in a second. This is melon. This is pumpkin. Okay. This is netherwort. GR1, GA1, RE1. And you're thinking, what? And this is netherwort, cocoa with some 0 stats, netherwort with some stats, so they are different. Melon, pumpkin with +2, +2, +0, and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Cocoa beans. So, what the heck is that, you're wondering? Well, with the crop analyzer, if you right click with nothing pointed at, you'll get this. And it requires energy. That's what the bat box is for, to keep recharging this battery. Now you remember that, say if I scan this crop here, it says unknown crop. It doesn't know what it is yet. And what's been happening is, every time one of these have grown, let me show you, like for example a melon. If you right click it, you will harvest the crop. I will gain melon, or melon pieces, or melon seeds. Simple enough. If I left click it though, the crop will be destroyed. As you see there. This time I got melon, melon seeds, and an actual melon. Sometimes though, this is just a normal pumpkin. There we go. I just got normal seeds and stuff from it. Sometimes, remember when we got the unknown seed bag? I'm sorry I didn't get any of this, so I can't demonstrate it, but you've seen me get it before, the unknown seed bag. Well, what the crop analyzer does, believe my game's crashed. 1 second. Alright, we're back, and where did it lead? Apparently we have 2 crop analyzers now. Okay. I'll just delete one. Sorry about that, I don't actually understand what caused it, it just crashed. Well anyway, as I was saying, when you do destroy a crop, if you get an unknown seeds, you place them in this slot and it will use some power and it will tell you what the seeds are. Put it in again and it will tell you more details on it and it will use more power. Put it in a third time and it will give it some stats on the right, such as this. See how it says GR, GA and RE? That's growth, gain and resist. I'm not really sure what resist stands for, like what it means to the plant. But basically, when I put the seed in 3 times from Netherwart, grown from that one, and it said growth 1, gain 1, resist 1. So I decided, okay, I'll grow it. So now, whenever that seed grows into a full Netherwart, I should be able to harvest, like, if I right click, I'll get Netherwart. I don't know why these aren't stacking either, but if I right click it, I'll get Netherwart. But if I left click it, I'll get Netherwart on the seed bag. But the seed should be exactly the same, so I've tested this. Whenever it goes and I left click it, the seed bag drops and it will say that there, Netherwart, GR1, GA1, RE1. So basically, that's always going to drop the same seeds. So it occurred to me that, okay, what you're supposed to really be doing is growing normal ones. For example, Netherwart, nothing. If you right click them and then spread, right clicking them will give you more Netherwart, so you can mass grow Netherwart. For example, if you left click them, there's a chance you'll get a seed bag. With the seed bag, you will then get one with stats. For example, this one. Instead of growing it here, I should be putting it in the crossbreed one. For example, you can see that that one there has actually got more stats than this. So when that one's fully grown, I should left click it, get a seed bag, and place the seed bag here instead. The reason being, I figured that these ones should be normal. For example, this one. Because then they have a random chance of dropping a seed bag, and if I use the crop analyzer, I can find out if the seed bag's got stats to it. For example, this one. Those stats then, if I get a stat Netherwart, I guess I could call it, I place them over here, for example, and then crossbreed them. You'll notice this is a normal melon, but this is a normal pumpkin, and this is an actual... Well, it hasn't got any stats per se, but you get the idea. I'm trying to replace these ones. These kept growing unknown crops, however they was actually pumpkins, so I'm not really sure what's about that. For example, that says pumpkin. I right click that one, it said unknown. How's the thing doing? Pretty good. I right click this one and it'll go, oh, that's unknown. Okay. But one thing I found confusing, it was still pumpkin. I don't understand that. So, honestly, I don't understand too much about this farming, but finally, more information has been put on the Tekkit wiki. So, that's my idea. You grow the unstatted crops here, and when they sprout up, you take the seed bag, analyze it with the crop analyzer. If it has got some beneficial stats, grow them again, for example this one, and then when that grows, I can spread them. And then I can replace, for example, this one with the better seed. And then that's obviously a better plant, so I can then crossbreed that with something else. You get the idea. It's a little bit confusing, but at the same time, it's kind of easy to understand. You're trying to grow the best plant you can. The last thing I did was this. I never really came out to the cactus farm, but I understood that I'd probably need a lot of waterproof, so I made a automatic harvesting thing. I know it's not the most efficient one because the cactus can land on itself and die. I made these too high because sometimes I noticed the cactus would pop up and land on top. But what happens is, it took forever, but I came up with water currents that on this part brings it all here to this obsidian transport point. And I am going to go over time slightly. And these water currents will bring them to one of 4 holes. Down these holes, or more pumps with obsidian transport pipes. An obsidian transport pipe is made just like a normal transport pipe, but with obsidian. So you should know how to make it. And what it does is, watch, I'll show you. It acts like a vacuum. As you can see, it sucks up blocks. That's what it does. Throw a torch and show you again. It sucks up blocks and then into the pipe. People use it as overflow control. As you can see, I've almost got a stack of cactus so far. The reason I did this is, like I said, I never came out to my cactus farm, and yet I need a lot of waterproofing in the years to come. So many waterproof pipes need to be made, and that's why this chest is an alchemical chest, because I'm not going to come out here very often, and that I don't want it to get full. So, because this is going to be working indefinitely, and if I'm ever mining for hours like I usually do, well, then it could get very dangerous and overflow. So, yeah, why am I telling you about all these crops? Well, first of all, for a bit more understanding of it. For example, this crop, like I said, it gave me a redstone. I don't fully understand it myself. Like I said, I don't actually know what I'm doing. You just have to pray to Notch that you will get hops. That's what I want. I want beer, or coffee, or something, I don't know. And you just have to keep crossbreeding these things, and I shouldn't be destroying these ones because these won't crossbreed. As you can see, we're growing something now. These won't properly crossbreed unless they're fully grown. Now, if we get a crop analyzer and analyze it, it's going to tell us it's unknown, okay? But there's a high chance that it's just pumpkin or something like that. That's my only issue with it. It just tells you it's unknown, but then it ends up being pumpkin or something. But that's this episode, I guess. I've gone a little bit over time. There's just quite a lot to get through with the farm. It's good progress though. Like I said, I don't fully understand what I'm doing with it, but at least now I've got somewhat of an idea using the crop analyzer. I'm growing better crops with little stats on them and stuff, and as they grow I will replace these ones. And like I said, I've grown my first redstone producing crop for whatever reason. I think I'll do the rest of this farming stuff off camera until something else comes up. I'll just concern you guys with projects such as this. But thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, leave it a like, because it really helps. And sometime from now, being as we have quite a nice amount of diamond, I should try and make some what's called glass fiber cables. We could really use them. In fact, we could expand the hydro plant if we have more glass fiber cables. In fact, we could use EE to get more diamonds with the resources we have. We have plenty of iron. I heard uranium's a good source of it, but either way, I will see you in the next part.